Written Spanish has a glitch that still hasn't been patched. So in Spanish, you can use the idiomatic verb phrase salirle al paso to say something like confront. So le salió al paso a su jefe means he confronted his boss. But here's where it starts to get glitchy. You know how people say andale or orale in Spanish? What they're doing is using the imperative form of the verb and then adding the clitic le, which in this case adds emphasis. So they're telling somebody to do something with emphasis. That's what imperative means. And when using this informal imperative, if you want to attach le to it, you have to add it to the verb. Like you have to say andale, not le anda. But this is a big problem for the phrase salirle al paso, because the phrase requires that you use le, but there's no good way to attach it to the imperative of the verb in writing. So if you're speaking Spanish and you go up to your friend and informally say, confront him, there's just like no good way to write that with Spanish orthography, at least with this phrase. Because the imperative of salir is sal. So you have to say sale, which works when you say it out loud, but look how it's spelled. Just like when you say como te llamas, two L's in a row in Spanish orthography make the y sound. It's not exactly the English Y sound, but it's pretty close. So if you wrote sale, it would look like it said salle. And standard Spanish orthography doesn't really have a solution to this. So you could put a hyphen and say sal-le or put an apostrophe, but there's no standard for it. So people might end up misunderstanding it or pronouncing it wrong when they read it. Someone on Reddit pointed out that there's actually something similar with English. So if there's water on something, it's watery. If there's mud on something, it's muddy. And if there's pus on something, it's pussy. But how do you write that?